Good matchup for the Azir to punish the Victor. He's been liking this one a little bit more, though.
Yeah, that is a different option. And then do we just get the Wukong from Oner as well? I mean, that's something that we have seen cropping up more and more recently. Does give them a bit of AoE in some team fights as well. But he might opt to cook a little bit more than that.
He could play Nefiri here.
That'd be fun.
I think it's pretty good into this draft. Can kind of circumvent the Pantheon.
Yeah, Oner is...
He's laughing.
I think they are throwing out some suggestions.
It's just going to be the Wukong.
It's just the Wukong.
He's not cooking.
Yeah, sorry guys. I think I must have willed that into existence. As Pleta going to go with the Nami in the end. This is a champion that he has found a fair bit of success on in the past, so does make some sense there. But having a Bard go all the way through the draft is kind of a crazy thing. All right, welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the Rift for game number 2, as Faker is already backflipping on Scout. And Pei's taken a little bit of damage from Diablo, who's just Gatling gunning around. There is some heals thrown out. I feel like Pleta didn't get any value for his, though.
No, he did not. So 2 lanes are ruined at level 1. Oof.
Well, some Ardent Blaze damage to come on through here as we're going to pan away. And Oner is just going to look to try and contest Sponge on his Raptor Camp. Not sure about that one, but let's see who's going to win the level 1. As Scout is rotating over, and Oner is going to have to turn tail.
He's going to have to call Faker. Faker, please.
Yeah, the Blast Cone going to cause some shenanigans here, as Oner is definitely dead. It's just who's going to kill him. That's the question. Flash over from Scout, and he will be able to collect that first blood. Possibly dangerous. Oh god, are we going to have a dead?
Nah, he's fine.
Nah, he's fine. He's fine. Largely based on that first blood, as we know already, but the bottom lane doing just fine. Top lane doing just fine. As Diablo taking a lot of damage here. Sponge coming in at exactly the right moment, but Diablo might just be dead. So close to being wiped out as the flash from Carrier will be able to pick it up. He does get traded immediately, but that means Diablo is not there to pick up this wave. Exactly. Making you able to avoid stuff, but Faker just ults on in. 5-point strike comes down. There's a backflip as Faker gets on top of Diablo. Not quite enough damage. And he is able to flash his way to safety, but that will put the flash on cooldown. Pays as well. Just, you know, don't get too far ahead. Give us a game. As there's a backflip from Faker. Arcane Storm does go down, and the flash comes on through. Faker finds the solo against Scout in this mid lane, and Wolf, I think maybe the pendulum has just swung back, much like our opening video, as Sponge trying to find Faker here. The Cyclone going to try and interrupt him, though, as there is the backflip, and Faker will be able to help Oner grab the kill.
Oner just used his Cyclone moments before. Watch Faker here. So he's going to look for it. Gets the... Man, that Shuriken. Backflip was so clean.
Pretty perfect execution. That is a solo kill from Doran as well.
But anyway,
yeah.
Let's watch how...
I appreciated the try.
No, I couldn't get out. But Doran could go all out as Kingen tries to equalize here, but this doesn't have any... He's so far away from the turret. Like, there's nothing really he can do. Diablo has to catch that wave.
Oh, Faker going in, looking for it one more time as Scout is just dead. Perfect execution gets Faker out of there in the nick of time. And oh my goodness, this Akali is a problem.
2023 all over again.
Yeah, problematic. Obviously has completed the quest already, but...
He literally just TPs, baits the gravity field, and he's like, you don't have that now. I kill you. I got the Shuriken.
Yeah, now you're just dead.
With this composition. Hayes is playing with fire here.
Yep, there is Oner coming in though, finds the Cyclone. Tidal Wave, fantastic for the disengage. However, and T1 are unable to quite find it as Faker going in onto Kingen.
Thinking about it, we'll need to actually win a fight.
You just needed to hit that Raptor once. Oh my goodness, that was very depressing. He might be able to win this Smite War though, as teleport in from Kingen, looks to make his way down. Doran comes on forward. Scout looking for an angle there as well, but Faker just goes into the back line. Not sure about this one, as he is taking so much damage. Surviving for the moment, though, as finally finally, the kill does come through. The dragon is secured by T1, but both of the solo laners are now dead. Keria limping away from this one, as there is the man drop from Sponge to get the flash on forward to kill the Melio.
Did Faker just, you know, Akali can't deny TPs because she doesn't have CC. Did he just time the backflip to follow? That was crazy. I think that's what
did he actually do it?
I think he did. I think that's how he got into that fight, which unfortunately for him put him in a pretty rough spot, and he did ultimately die.
And Sponge might actually be able to grab Shelly unless T1 just decide to start a fight instead. Diablo very strong at this point in time, as Pathmaker going to deny the CC there from Doran. Tidal Wave comes on forward. Paze is able to take down Sponge, but Oner is likely to die as well. Kingin looking very low as Faker does get bubbled, but gets the work done beforehand. And now Diablo able to get that barrier down and keep himself alive. Scout now in trouble, gets pulled back, and the dash cannon comes on through. There's the Arcane Storm. Paze taking so much damage, has to flash to get out of the way. And Pleta is an angry fish, but unfortunately not fast enough to catch up to the rest of T1.
Now, but if they need him, he can be called upon, as Doran is looking for another solo.
Yeah, doesn't quite find that damage, and he's underneath the turret. So Sponge will just kill him, and there he goes.
So probably have to play a little bit more respectfully as the Lucian here, as Faker's going to TP flank, and we'll see Doran be able to swap with them. See if they can secure this kill. I don't think so.
Well, Faker does get harpooned to start this one off, so maybe going to be a difficult one. Never mind, he just backflips in. 5-point strike comes down, and now Paze gets engaged on.
Same thing kind of with Rumble as well. Speaking of Rumble,
yeah,
he is not alone.
He is not. Sponge is going to rotate down. Let's see whether Doran can find anything here. He still wants it as he's got friends on the way. Pathmaker comes in. Should be able to pull Kingin out, and he does do so, but they're dancing on the barbecue, and that is the Wukong being taken down. The rest of Nongshim will turn up as well as the culling just to try and deter them. But the Arcane Storm will catch up, at least for the moment. Does finally dissipate as now Diablo with that extra movement speed. The dash is on forward and just joins up with Keria, and Doran gets himself out of there. Into this as Oner does get over the wall here.
They don't know where he is. They're looking for him. This could be a huge flank.
Now they're looking to turn on to Faker. Faker does have teleport. If he does go low, he can get back into a fight. But he does just make his way out of there. Now no Grand Starfall available here for Nongshim. But Oner is very far away. Faker did ult in that last one, so won't have that for the ensuing fight. As now Diablo getting taken down very, very low. The culling is absorbed by most of Nongshim as there's the equalizer to try and separate them. The all-out from Doran gets into that backline as now the Wukong makes his presence known, but the bubble is so good from Pleta. Paze now trying to kite this one out, and Sponge has fallen. But both junglers being dead doesn't necessarily guarantee a dragon for either team. Nongshim, they take control of the area though. They grab the kill onto Paze, and that should be another Drake going over to them.
Faker might be in trouble here. I mean, there's not really much of a way out. Let's see what he can
Doran
do.
cancels the back. I'm not sure about that one. Is now Pleta. Can you stay alive? Faker almost killing both of them. As now Doran is trying to get on in here. Scout wanting some revenge though, as Faker realizes that he's going to have to try and go for it. The Death Ray is named correctly, and both solo lanes, after some heroics, will fall for T1 and Nongshim. Pretty devastating for Nongshim, especially if Faker then gets to go back, then gets to teleport back in. As now Doran taking a bit of damage here, but he is a Cassante, does have a decent health bar on him.
A lot of resources used in that exchange for Nongshim. Notably, the tidal wave is going to be down here.
Oh, Diablo. My God, the damage from that Phosphorus Bomb was just gigantic. The culling goes in. Diablo right in that front line as Doran looking to try and cut him up. They do take down the Corki. There goes the Victor. The damage is just missing outside of Kingin, whose equalizer does come on down. At least he gets rid of the Cassante. The now Faker looking for even more. And T1, they've got Baron on the mind. It only cost them Doran in that fight, and I think they should be able to take this.
I think there's just too many T1 members here for Kingin to be able to stop this, and Pleta doesn't have his tidal wave. See what he can get done here, but I think this Baron is T1's.
I mean, it does still do a fair bit of damage here as Faker takes both harpoons. Kingin is super healthy at this point in time, but Oner has got Smite. They're not going to be able to stop the Baron. The question is, can they get anything off the back end of this fight? No teleports are going to be respawning, and now they're looking to just try and turn this 4 versus 2, and despite the health bars, I think that Kingin and Pleta overstayed their welcome. They were just watching as the Baron goes down, and then they died.
Harpoons onto Faker and did a lot of damage, but there's 4 members here. There's no Smite for Nongshim. There's no way they're going to deny this, and they cannot stop the Baron, nor will they get out with their lives. And what felt like a 1 game here for Nongshim is tossed to the Wolves.
Yeah, now Faker is just going to kill Sponge. 5-point strike gets him another solo kill here in this game, moving to 5-2 and 3. And now it has all just gone pear-shaped. T1 decided that the circus is over. It's time for some winning. Oh my goodness, the culling just destroys Pleta. Half of it.
Just here briefly as FaZe can just walk up to Scout. Like, Scout has to be careful.
Yeah, he does manage to go gold, and the Arcane Storm is doing a fair bit of work here, but they are diving this turret. There's nothing they can do about it. Faker somehow died elsewhere on the Rift, but I'd go 3 for 1. I'd say 4 for 1, sorry, and I'd say that that's probably pretty good. Did Faker go 1 for 1? He did. So we take those. Sponge taking a fair bit of damage here as well, but these Nexus turrets are not long for the world. And just after we were saying that we felt like we might be going to 3 games, T1 were like, hold my beer. And they are now just going to be going home with another 2-0 victory. And the Nongshim woes are going to continue, moving to 13 games in a row that they've been unable to find a victory. And as the Rebel Baron power play ticks over to about 8.2k, the Nexus will go down and T1 will claim the 2-0.